Coca-Cola.
Lovely. Lovely.
You were screwed.
Lovely.
Shit, we don't have any healing
Lovely.
potions. Made the mistake of not grabbing any healing potions.
Lovely.
Oh, you bastard. I'm killing all these mobs. You're going to come up and take that crystal. Fucking horde, right?
Lovely. Lovely.
What's up, Panic? Yeah, that's my chest procking the internal heal on my chest piece. Whenever this procs for a heal, it says lovely. Because it's lovely to get heals. Alright, so I screwed up. I didn't bring any... didn't really bring any healing food. Although we do have these. This will give me just a little bit. But I didn't bring any healing potions, which I have a ton of healing potions. I just didn't bring them with me. Because I'm always constantly trying to empty out my inventory when I'm fishing and doing different things. And so I always mail my stuff off, then I return it back to my character, then I go to my mailbox and grab it out. I actually I grabbed mana drink and mana potions, but I forgot my healing potions. It's alright.
Lovely. Lovely.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
Man, the amount of poison these guys keep dumping on me.
You were screwed.
Lovely.
A lot of times if you stand right on these eggs, it'll spawn another raptor. Also, I can change weapons here and try to get both weapons. Right now, my flurry axe is poisoned with the venom hide poison. But what you want to do is make sure you get multiple weapons set up with venom hide, and then you can just weapon swap and double stack poisons on these guys. So we'll do that. We'll put in our two-hander. We just need to find a venom hide. See it right there. Now our true silver champion has been poisoned, and now we want to refresh the poison on this weapon here, the flurry axe. So we're hoping that he's going to poison me again, and he just did. So now we have both weapons poisoned, and now we can weapon swap and watch and see if we can stack. Let's refresh this. Works so much better in the private servers when the buff lasted like 8 hours. Now it's like just such a short duration. Getting that crystal stolen happened to me when you were farming devil sores. Came up in stealth and ninja the leather. Oh, dude, that sucks. Same faction too? Wow. That's shit, dude. Like, I'm accustomed to like the horde coming up and stealing stuff, but if the alliance steals something, I might say something to them. Say, you know, I was kind of killing those mobs for that crystal. You know? I'm not out here just lollygagging. I actually want crystals and ungrow soil, and you know, so we can get more of our crystal spire buffs and
You were screwed.
Lovely.
You handled a lot of the... Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Good thing about farming the raptors here is you get lots of raptor meat. You get lots of gray junk that sells pretty well. Unfortunately, I'm not a skinner. If you were a skinner, this would be really nice. All right. I had to get rid of some of my macros. They weren't working right. Man, my carrot on instant macro it works so... It's so buggy that a lot of times I can't even bother using it.
Lovely.
You can see I've already got 3 stacks of poison on them. 45 here. This is the 3 triple stacks of poison. That's why keeping the poison up on your blades actually is very useful. But it takes a little bit extra work because you're constantly having to every few minutes find yourself a Venomite. Oh, here's one right here. This is the best spot to farm raptors right where I am right now. So if you look at the map, this circle right here is the best spot if you want to kill these guys and AoE them.
Lovely. Lovely.
I feel like I'm missing something. Oh. Or was up.
You were screwed.
I always feel like I'm missing buffs on a paladin. Hey, what's up, Adam? Yeah, I need to grind out some levels here on the paladin. I like to let it rest in a while, get some rest time built up. Makes it easier to grind through these levels. But I also need to farm up the crystals and the ungrown soil. So we've needed to, get this stuff here. The evergreen carapace and the ungrown soil, the crystals. And I have to do some fishing tonight as well.
You were screwed.
Lovely.
Yeah, these guys are hitting hard.
Lovely. Lovely.
were screwed.
Out of range, really. Doesn't have as good a range as I would have hoped. Oh, he can be interrupted. Interesting.
Lovely.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
I need some more Coca-Cola. Oh, yeah. Right back while I get a drink. Oh, Coca-Cola. Yeah, I'm still really weak right now. When I used to go on private servers and pull like 8 of these raptors at once. But I was probably like level 56 when I was doing that, or 55. But I had Skull Flame Shield, and I was getting double heals off Seal of Righteousness, and I had much better gear. The gear's just too expensive here. Stockade Pauldrons, Skull Flame Shield, Grand Medallion of the Grand Marshal Morris, and all those things I had. And they were just so, they're just so bloody expensive here. I'm too far away. Did you see that? It said, why is it saying I'm too far away? Hold on a second. Huh, that was, I don't know why I said I was too far away. Strange things are afoot in Ungoro Crater. But this is one of my favorite little spots here because you get a spawn of soil right here, and you get a crystal spawn here, And then, of course, you just have mass raptors, like, around here. It's, like, crazy.
You were screwed.
Ugh, bleed was on me, shit. I hate that. We gotta put up wisdom. We're gonna take way too much damage from. Oh, and we got more raptors. There's so many over here.
Lovely.
You're always gonna want to take down
You
the
were screwed.
venom hide raptors first if you have them in the pool.
Lovely. Lovely.
Seeing he's grabbing the soil that was there. There's always an ungrown soil that spawns there.
Lovely.
poison's so ridiculous. So much poison!
Lovely. Lovely.
But the goal here is we're just trying to grind up some more ungross oil. XP is good too. I try not to concern myself with XP at this level. I'm not like, I don't speed level, so I usually have other goals in mind. Yeah, here's dumb take care for me since I have no interest in raids. It's tough, Panic. You know, like raiding on the Paladin. I've never done it. I've actually never done it. I've never read up on it, and I've watched people do it a little bit, but so I'm not even sure if I'll ever get to raid on this camera, but I think I will. But I'm just taking everything really casually. I'm playing the game pretty casually. When we get there, we'll get there. Just enjoying the game, you know? There are no more upgrades in dungeons. Ah. You're playing 2130? What am I at? Right now, currently I'm 1131. Like I said, I really like this spot here because the crystal spawns here and the ungrow and the crystal on the other side. And then there's just a ton of raptors, so I can just sit here for hours and keep doing my Morgan research quest here. My repeatable quest. Completing Dungeon 2 set. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, the Dungeon 2 sets are fun. That's actually a lot of fun. I did it on my Priest back in 2006, maybe? I can't remember if it was 2005, 2006. See if we can get this. Yeah, see if we can get this venom hide over here. Yeah, server's pretty crowded. I don't really worry about rep too much, but I think, you know, the what is it? The Argent Dawn rep I like to get. It's the one I really worry about early on, but eventually I will have to do some more rep grinding. But oh, I screwed up my bathing light. Damn it. There are only 3 German PvE servers in the smallest test. Wow, really? Oh, that's crazy, Panic. This server's pretty busy. This is Westfall. This is a Eastern server in the US, and it's PvE, and I would say it's probably the most populated PvE Eastern server, I believe. I mean, it's pretty populated. Although it seems pretty, they're still using layering on it, so you know it's got to have a pretty decent amount of people on it if they're still still have layering. I'm sure your servers all have layering as well. If they have that many people.
Lovely.
I'm gonna go full mana regen on this guy. There's only 1 out of 12 servers here without layering.
You were screwed.
I don't know. I'd have to go back to the login screen to look, but there are definitely servers in the US that don't have layering. I mean, it was Bellular's video that was saying that Classic, with all the numbers crunching and data people are pulling off the web nowadays, that there was a company that had some numbers, but he was saying that basically, in their estimation, that Classic increased the overall population of WoW by 2 to 3 times. And I don't doubt it when you have as many servers. Remember they started off, Classic had what, like maybe 8 servers total or something, and now it's got what, like 20 something? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just talking, even in just the US, there was like originally slated to be like 8 US servers. Let's see how many there are right now. There's a lot. You have 10 servers? How much time I got? I still got 5 minutes on the Evergreen Pouch. But we've already got, we still have 8 soil. We need to get more soil. Alright, so that we have 1, 2, this is just US East, US West. Look at all the US East. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? 20 in the East. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in the West. I can't believe that. 35 servers. Here's some more in Oceanic, Latin America, Brazil. 35 US servers. And okay, so it says, wow, the populations are really low right now, but it says these are the only ones that are layered at the moment. But a lot of times Westfall does say layered, and it's just this time of day. It's still early. Although I'm surprised there's this few many, because a lot of people aren't really online today. This is actually this is a lot less populated than normal. But Fairlane is always going to be layered because that's where most of the big US streamers play. But yeah, it's rare for me to go to the screen and see that it's only, medium hot. But it is 10. The problem is Friday night people play really late, like super late. And so then Saturday morning they sleep in. So that's why, I'd say in the next couple hours you're going to start seeing the population start to jump up. I'm just going to run for some more crystals. Really, the reason I got an ungrow is more for the crystals than for the... But I need the ungrow soil, so to get the ungrow soil, I got to kill these guys, so... Honestly, when I'm doing this type of stuff, I prefer my other trinket. I only need the Lincoln. Lincoln's is more for when I'm tanking and I want to pull, because it gives me that extra range pull. It gives me my only ranged pull, I should say. Excuse me. But, yeah. But when I'm just killing mobs AoE, I prefer the Chosen. The Chosen One! Mock up. So I'm going to turn the music down. It's fucking loud. Fucking loud. That track is good in the beginning, then it just, at the end, it starts to not to be so good. Actually, a lot of the ungrown just the ungrown soil on the ground are around the Fire Ridge plume, so we'll swing by there in a minute. The AoE farming of the Raptors right now is pretty shitty because I'm just too weak, so I find that farming at 53 is going to be a lot better for me up at Chillwind Point, killing the undead. So if I want to grind XP, I really shouldn't be doing it here just yet. I will eventually, once I get around 55. Not having the double heals off the Seal of Righteousness procs that I had in private servers is has really hurt me, like a lot. It's really made me a lot weaker. My health regen's a lot worse. Well, just have to work around that for now until we get better gear. Yeah, but it's unbelievable how many servers there are, how many US servers there are. Like 35. I think originally there were 6 or 8, so that's... I mean, I can't believe that they ever thought that that would be enough. I mean, everybody told them that wouldn't be enough, but... You know. Okay, well... Blue and yellow are what give me my shield, so we need a lot more blue and yellow crystals. There's always one up here in blue. It's random. The spawns are random. They're not always the same color. But the locations are obviously always there. This is the hardest little thing to climb up. This is the hardest thing to climb up. You kind of have to zigzag like that. Hi, Amber. Blue and green crystals provide you with crystal force, an increase in... Oh, it provides you with an increase in spirit. Wow. How come I have not been grabbing those? Those could actually be better than crystal wards. It's like, do you want armor or spirit? Protection Paladin. I would take spirit over armor every day. I'll have to start grabbing some of those spirit ones. I'm surprised that I didn't realize that before. I'm really surprised I didn't use those before. But that was back when I didn't realize how bad mana regen was for Protection Paladin. It was so bad. Come on, give us Mortal Grain, Earth Root. Yeah, whatever. Earth Root. Oh, crap. Come on. Earth Root, are you kidding me? There we go. Give us some Mortal Grain. We want the Mortal Grain. And lots of it. Actually, we might have. Let's see if we have any healing pots in here. We do have the scroll stamina. And food we don't care about. Looking for healing potions. Nope. I love those little bags because you can just hold on to them. All right. After I have to run out to the men's clothing store today too, and they have my suit in for the wedding, and I have to go in and get some alterations probably done. It better look nice after I paid all the money I paid for that custom suit. Yeah, 3 to 5K. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much mediums. Pretty much what the original servers were at, around 3 to 5,000. Actually, I think they were 35. They started out at like really low, probably like 2,500 or 3,000. And as you went into like 2006, they started to slowly, increase the max. But they never were over 5,000. And before Burning Crusade, server max was never over, I think, 3,500. Once you got the Burning Crusade, they might have upped it to 5,000. But the launch of Burning Crusade was crazy. I mean, I actually switched realms from Doomhammer to Terracar of all servers because it was free. They offered a free realm transfer. And I was really afraid of, and it was a new server. It was a brand new server. And I was afraid of Doomhammer just because Doomhammer is pretty populated in vanilla. It was one of the original beta servers. And I was afraid that it was going to be really like a shit show trying to get logged into Doomhammer when Burning Crusade came out. So they opened up a brand new server called Terracar, and they offered free transfers. So me and my brother and a bunch of friends, we all went to Terracar. Well, guess what happened? So did everybody else. And trying to get into Terracar on Burning Crusade launch day was not easy. I mean, there were hour queues, and once you got in, the server was, because the way they laid out the Burning Crusade, it was really stupid, Holy shit. Hit that motherfucker. He just feared me right off the bat. I can't do that. Now he's just looking at me. What was this guy doing? And they certainly fear a lot, don't they? I'm not able to sell those until a bit later. I didn't remember that the servers had varying capacities, but I know that 3.5 was pretty much max. Like when you got past 3.5 in 2005 on a server, you were looking at a queue. I mean, I don't know if it was exactly that, but it was definitely around there. And then, but the Burning Crusade was designed really poorly because it funneled all the players, the Horde and the Alliance, through the same gate, which was really surprising that they thought that would be a good architectural decision. Because remember when the gates of Ahn'Qiraj opened, how much Silithus basically just was brought to its knees because you have everybody in the server going to the same place. It's the same thing with the Burning Crusade. Why would you have everyone in the server go to the same place? So that was a really stupid idea on Blizzard's part. It's the same thing with that big battleground it's several of the battlegrounds. Even Altruck Valleys has a little bit of that problem where you get a lot of people in the same place, but it's not as bad. But yeah, Burning Crusade was bad. I remember all the Horde and the Alliance trying to do the quests, and it was tough to get anything done, and the server was lagging like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, Gangfire Peninsula. Yeah, if you were on a PvP server. I was on I think Terracar was PvE. I played mostly, when I first started playing, I'd never done PvP that much. Like in Lineage 2, I did PvP. But Lineage 2 PvP is a lot different. And in WoW, when I started playing, I decided to go PvE because I just wasn't really feeling like doing PvP because I had a bad experience in Lineage 2 at the end of Lineage 2, just getting ganked so much by assassins and stuff on my spell howler, and it was pretty rough. It wasn't a pleasant experience. And so I said, you know what, I'm just going to go PvE and worry about, because the game was so much fun PvE wise. And then when they added arena, when they started doing like arenas in Burning Crusade, I started doing PvP and I really liked it. And I think it was after Terracraft or Burning Crusade, near the end of Burning Crusade. That's when I first said, you know what, I want to play on a PvP server. So I switched almost all my characters to one of the biggest PvP servers there was, which probably at the time was probably the biggest PvP server, which was Tichondrius. I went to Tichondrius, and that's when I actually had some of my characters in the guild, the same guild that Venruki was in. And if you guys know Venruki, he's a big mage, and also that rogue was in there as well, Reckoning. I think that was his name, wasn't it? Reckoning? No, Reckful. So I was in the same guild as Reckful and Venruki. And yeah, it was cool. They would actually answer my questions if I had PvP questions, which was nice. And I did a lot of arena, and had a blast doing PvP. But PvP in like Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King is one thing, but PvP in vanilla, open world PvP in vanilla can be pretty brutal if you're not on the Horde side, because most of the PvP, the hardcore PvPers go Horde.
Lovely.
I don't know what that's for. Is that a Horde quest? I need a lot more blues. Blue crystals. Yeah, but usually around Fire Plume there's Angoro soil, but I'll have to take a look. I'll have to get closer to it. Advanced graphics. We're going to go in environment detail. We're going to move this up a lot so we can see stuff at a further distance. No, we're over 100 FPS, so we're fine. Yeah, right around 100. It's strange how sometimes I'll get like really high FPS rates, but in certain zones I get less. I don't know if it's just because there's more people in the zone or what. You started in PvP server and only at around, yeah, I switched to PvE because of the arena PvE resilience gear. Bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, the resilience got to be ridiculous. Yeah, the resilience, I didn't really care. They were what they were trying to do, which is kind of weird, but they were trying to separate it so that people would do PvP to get PvP gear. They didn't really want people just doing PvE to grab just maybe like a PvE trinket or something. That was like that they would use for PvP, and I don't really understand that concept at all. Why not? I mean, it's all the same game, so I'm not really sure what their thought process was, but they were really going for trying to make the gears specific to what they were, like PvP gears for PvP and PvE gears for PvE, and I'm like, to me that's dumb. If people want to do PvP and really excel at it, give them gear that's good for both. It's same vice versa. If they were really good at PvE and they want to use PvE gear for PvP, why not? You know, so the resilience was a really bad idea, I think. Never really understood why they went with resilience. You know, actually, I know why they did it. They were listening to the community. There were a ton of hardcore PvE raiders that were complaining that people were only going into some of their raids and then ninja looting like PvE trinkets because they were trying to use them in high level PvP, and they were complaining about it. And Blizzard, for some reason, said, "Okay, yeah, we'll prevent these people from coming in and ninja looting like PvE trinkets just used for PvP." Just stupid. Swamposaurus. Yeah, I'm only on a 10. This is an old computer, man. I'm on a 1062. Here, hold on a second. Let's see, what have I got? DX Diag. We're going to run DirectX Diagnostics real quick. So my display is a GeForce GTX 1060 6 gig card. My system right now is Windows 7 Fresh 64-bit. I've got a gigabyte motherboard, but I'm actually running, and I'll never do this again, I'm actually running, believe it or not, an AMD processor. First time I've ever done it, and the last time I've ever done it. It's a 3.5 gigahertz AMD FX 6300, which is supposed to be basically comparable to like like an i7, like a low-end i7, Intel i7, but it's not. My other computer actually fried, the motherboard fried. I had that thing for I think I had it for 7 years, and it still worked better than this computer. And I was low on cash when it got fried, so I just bought this one for like $800, this computer, and I was like, well, AMD, whatever, I'll try it, but it's a piece of shit. But it's doing okay with classic. If I tried to run like retail with this machine, it's not real impressive. It struggles. But the good news is my bonus comes in I think my next paycheck, like 2 weeks from now. And when my bonus comes in, I'm going to get a brand new PC. So we're going to get ourselves a real nice Intel-based computer that'll run any game with ease. So. Is that what it was? Well, somebody the key of it was though that some people were complaining. I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was the PvEers complaining that the PvPers were coming into their raids just to grab like one item and leave, basically. Because it was usually the trinkets. Most of the PvPers wanted PvE trinkets that were great for PvP. But yeah, and that's the other thing. You're right. People are always complaining. And it was like that guy Bola on my stream yesterday. That guy's like he gets into my guild, right? He wants to join my guild with his friends, and then he says he'll run the raids, right? And then he pulls out and says, "Oh, my friends want to start their own guild." I'm like, "Okay, fine, whatever." But every time he gets on my stream, all he ever does is insult me, And and it kind of got annoying, and he just kept insulting me in all my streams, making fun of me. And then I kind of got off. I kind of had a chat with him. "What's your problem, dude?" And he said, "Oh, I'm just kidding. It's just my way of joking." I'm like, "Okay, fine." But then yesterday I was like saying, "Oh yeah, this rogue does really good damage. I bet she'd be #1 in DPS in Dead Mines." He's like, "Oh yeah, level 20 rogue in Dead Mines. You're so pro." And I'm like, and it's just like typical for him, for his type of comments, man. But that's just an example of a lot of the players in WoW. They're just kids. They're just immature. And I hate people that just follow the meta. Like they're like, everybody says this is the best way to play this class, so you have to play this class this way. I do not prescribe to that one bit. I mean, certainly those meta things that people have worked out and done the number crunching, yeah, they're good. But the whole point of a video game is it's a fucking game. The whole point is to have fun. So don't let people like play the game a way that they dictate just because that's supposedly the best way. Play the way that's most enjoyable to you. So. If people have come here to watch my stream to find out like the best way to play a Protection Paladin, they come to the wrong spot, because I'm just going to show you how I play and talk about why I think it's fun. I definitely will try to give tips, say these things work really well. Obviously Earther's Light, Trinket, certain things, certain talents that are good for certain things, but I would never say this is the way you have to play. This is just a way to play. Here's one way to play, Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point is, we got some more grain at least, is that you should really learn. I mean, a lot of times I see people that rush through the game and they get all this great gear, but then when I actually watch them play their character, they don't have a clue. When they have all this great gear, a lot of times I think they freaking went to gold farmers and bought gold from gold sellers, You see it all the time. You see people in raids, see people in dungeons, and they have like all this amazing gear, and you're like, "Man, how did you get all that gear?" And they're like, "Oh man, I just like grinded gold." Like, "Well, how did you make your gold?" "Oh, I worked at the auction house." But they never can tell you how they did it. And so magically within like 2 weeks of release of a new server, they have like all the best gear in the game, and you're like, "Yeah, right. You get all that in 2 weeks selling." I saw it all the time. I had a guy in my guild on one of the private servers who did that. He would be linking like a new epic item like every other day, and he would say that it was a drop. One of my favorite one was he said one epic item he got was like a world drop. Well, the epic item he said was a world drop wasn't a world drop. It was like a drop from like a fucking, like a boss. But he said it was like a world drop. I was like, do you even know how you got the item? So, you know what I mean? It's just stuff like that. It's just unbelievable. But you see a lot of times where people they follow these best in slot guides, and they do all this stuff. However they get their gear, whether they went out and did dungeons or whatever, I don't care. But they have all this gear, and then you get in a group with them and you watch them play, and you're like, you have all this gear, but you don't really know how to play your character. You know, you really don't. It's like, okay. You're better off like not listening to all those. I mean, I go to guides all the time. Sure. You know, because I want to get like a basis. I want to get a general idea of what's good. I'm looking for like the do's and don'ts, not this is the best. I'm looking for like, oh, if you're a Protection Paladin and, you know, and you don't want to maybe do this when you go into a pool because you're going to too soon or something like that. You know, just basic kind of things. And then I take it with a grain of salt. I take all that stuff that I learn, and then I go in and I try it. Say, okay, he said this doesn't work, and then I'll try it out. Yeah, he's right, that doesn't work. You know, and then I'll say, okay, people say you can't, you know, people say this is what you should do, and I'll say, I'll try it. Yeah, that works okay. And then I'll look at my abilities and tooltips, and I'll try different stuff. And I'll just figure out what works best for me, you know? Because it's different I think it's different based on how you play. So, come on, Rapasaur. I'm sick of chasing that guy. I'm sick of chasing your butt.
Lovely.
You were screwed. You were screwed.
I think I'm fine.
You were screwed.
Can't do that well in combat. Oh, I keep trying to use that, but I got rid of it. Damn it. I'm such an idiot. But you can easily like buff if you're like having trouble pulling a lot of mobs in a grow. Oh, you know you can easily buff yourself with a bunch of scrolls and buff food and potions, and there's a lot of ways where you can buff yourself up and obviously make yourself way more apt to do these pulls. I have like really very little buffs right now, so.
Lovely.
What's up?
You were screwed.
Lovely.
I'm gonna take a. Okay, I'm gonna take a break, guys. I'm gonna help my fiance with some stuff, and then I'll probably stream. And I gotta. Like I said, I gotta run out to the clothing store, get my suit fitted properly, so I can be the proper gentleman at my wedding. So I'm gonna grab a few more crystals real quick. How am I doing on crystals? I need a lot more. I need like 1,000 more. Take all these crystals and take that times 1,000. I would love about. I farmed the crystals so much back in the original game that I literally had like, you know, like 1,400, 1,600, 2,200. I mean, I had like so many. But I love the repeatable quests in here because it gives you such nice items. But I've just had really bad luck with the RNG. Really bad luck, actually. Yeah, pretty much. Fiance aggro. But I mean, she's doing a bunch of cleaning and she wants me to take a bunch of trash out and to the dumpster. And it is 11:22. I'm thinking in about an hour I'm going to head out. So to go to the gentleman's clothing store. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's funny, like on the private servers when I was playing around with kind of learning how to play the Paladin the way I like to play it right now, I was pulling like eight raptors at once, which is pretty fun to watch, actually. It's a lot of raptors. But now if I pulled even 4, I'd probably struggle. But my gear's pretty bad. The Skull Flame Shield makes a big difference. Obviously having my weapon with, you know, life-stealing enchant, that actually helps, but it wasn't mandatory. Like, I didn't have it in the beginning. But once I got the one-handed axe from Blackrock Depths, the one that has the chance to heal you, and through life-stealing on that, it was just like, oh my god. All those extra heals coming my way made pulls so much easier. You guys need help with Blaze Runner. That quest was kind of a bitch. Blaze Runner. Alright, I just want to see if I can get my character to... I guess I can log out over here. Let's head up to the side here and just log out. See if we can get some crystals. There's usually some in the mountains here. We need the power. The power of the crystal. The power of the crystal. That always hurts my throat. Okay, I wonder if I can get up through there. Let's take a look. I think we can. Okay, there's one crystal way up there. Well, this goes, wow. You know what? I've never gone this high up. I didn't realize there was crystal over here. I don't know if I can. I'm going to guess that I can reach that somehow. Oh, whoa. Look at that. Look at that. Look at me go. Yeah, I didn't know I could climb up here. I always love learning new things in the game. This also is a pretty cool place to log out at. Let's check over here. There's the one crystal down there. Before we grab that red one, let's go over here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's funny, the green crystal is the one I usually have a hard time getting, but today I've gotten more of the green than anything else. All right, guys, I don't want to log out for now, but I'll be back later. Probably like 2 or 3 hours, probably 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, since I have to run out and do some stuff. But I'm gonna come back and probably grind some more. I want to grind some more crystals and stuff, and just keep doing getting more of the ungrow. So you see we're at 21. As long as you keep killing those raptors and just looting the soil off the ground, even though you keep turning in the quest here, this will just keep going up. Eventually I get it up to around 100 ungrow soil, and that's when I can run. Then it's when I feel like I've got enough that I can run around. We'll run up to later when I actually want to level on to 54. We'll just head up to Eastern Plaguelands. Sorry, not Eastern Plaguelands. Not Eastern Plaguelands. Western Plaguelands, and we'll go up to Sorrow Hill, and we'll just farm the undead there because they're really easy to farm at my level. And we'll get ourselves to level 54. Should be cool. Yeah, it's 11:27 a.m. here. If I decide not to go out tonight. Oh yeah, I don't need a lot, dude. Alright. I don't really. Alright. You're right. You're right. I should probably go to an inn. But the problem is now if I go to the inn now, you know how long it's going to take me to get all the way back over here. Unfortunately, I'm hearthed at Darkshire. I really need to change. I think I'm going to change my hearth. You know where I should be hearthed at? Since I go to here a lot, and since I go to Gadsden a lot, I should be hearthed. I should be hearthed at South Shore because South Shore gives me a quick, jump up to the Western Plaguelands. Because I basically right at this level, I pretty much always go to Western Plaguelands and Ungoro, and then Fellwood. Those are the 3 places. So if I'm hearthed at South Shore, I can get to Western Plaguelands fast, and I'm also close enough that I can just fly to the wetlands and then jump on over to the other continent. So that's really where I should be hearthed at. Let's see if we got any things we can sell. Take a treat. Smell my feet. Human mask, alright. Interface options. See the Elder Raptor, these are 16 silver for 5 of these. It's not too bad. The pristine skulls are only 9. And the treble feathers are, not that great. Not that great, unfortunately. I did get this sword drop, which is over a gold. And what is this? 14 likes. This will probably disenchant. Oh, so if you... Oh, that sucks. Also, I can't really wear this. Oh, God, look at that. Isn't that creepy? Doesn't that just creep you out? So, yeah, my potions. Yeah, I won't forget the potions, so let's get rid of this. Actually, we'll hold on to it for now. Yeah, if you go, like I said, I always use the inventory for a lot of this stuff. So if you go in, the mailbox. If you go into here, we can grab some superior potions. I also need more food buffs. So... Tender wolf meat. Mithril fry bongs aren't going to be bad either. Oh, here's some more Morrigan. Let's grab that. Oh, here's more crystals. Shit, I didn't even know I had these, dude. Now we're talking. Look at that. We got 50, 29, 88, 53. So that's good. I actually didn't even know I had those. Grab these. So now we got crystals. We got a bunch of... We got these crystals. We got more potions. Now all we really need to do is probably stock up on... Oh, here we get some hot spices. So we can probably go ahead and make the raptor flesh, right? Where is it? Argued buzzard wing. Is it really that far down? Roast raptor. Yeah, here we go. So... Right, so we got 23 roast raptors. So that'll help us with a little bit of a food buff if we want to grind some raptors. And this also sells for like 60 silver a stack, I think. So Yeah, I use my inbox. I use my mailboxes for extra bank space, basically, and so I always have lots of goodies in the mail that I forget about. I like completely forget I have stuff in the mailbox. Like, oh wow, look at this is in the mailbox. Look at this blue item I mailed like, 2 weeks ago. Book of I don't even need this anymore. I can just get rid of that. Well, I hate throwing it away because I like having very strange novelty items, but shit. Clear out some of this stuff here. Alright guys, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I will catch you all later. Keep going playing those games, man. Keep playing video games, and I'll catch you later.